Welcome to CBS Mornings on this Friday. Happy Friday to you. I'm Gayle King.
I'm Nate Burleson.
And I'm Ed O'Keefe.
We're in good hands. Ed is here. Tony's off today. Let's go to today's eye-opener. It's your world in 90 seconds. Airline delays and cancellations pile up as millions take to the sky this holiday weekend. What you need to know before going to the airport.
Airlines are blaming the FAA for air traffic control problems. The FAA is blaming the airlines for pilot shortages. The pilots are blaming everybody.
The Supreme Court faces new controversy after it limits the EPA's power to fight climate change.
The Supreme Court is on an absolute reactionary rampage.
Judges in Kentucky and Florida block new abortion limits since the end of Roe v. Wade.
President Biden says the Senate should drop the filibuster to respond to the Supreme Court's abortion ruling.
We have to codify Roe v. Wade in the law.
WNBA star Brittany Griner is set to go on trial today in Russia on drug smuggling charges.
Fastball, we're out of here! Cleveland with their second consecutive walk-off win.
The historic swearing in, Ketanji Brown Jackson becoming the first black woman to serve on the Supreme Court.
Justice Jackson credits 3 factors with her success: hard work, big breaks, tough skin, as opposed to the 3 factors of Brett Kavanaugh's success.
Beer, too many beers.
Come in. Mr. President. Well, how are you?
James Corden stopped by the White House.
Who is that guy?
He's from the Late Late Show, sir.
What the hell is a Late Late Show?
This is both a snack and a gift.
Corden offered a spruce up to the Oval Office.
Try those.
Mr. President, who's Goose and who's Maverick?
You be my one man anytime.
This morning's Eye Opener is presented by Progressive, making it easy to bundle insurance.
James Corden has fun wherever he goes.
The more I see him, the more I realize we're going to miss him.
We're going to miss him a lot. What do you think Joe Biden thought, Ed, when he comes walking in? A snack?
Who the heck is that?
Yeah. Who is that guy?
Well, I know we're not thinking that about you, Ed.
No.
Great to have you here.
We're very glad Ed O'Keefe is at the table today. We welcome you to CBS Mornings. We've got a big show for you today. In addition to Ed O'Keefe, we've got more of our special CBS News series. We're calling it Crime Without Punishment. The city of Baltimore believes it has an answer to the rising number of murder cases where no one is arrested. Jim Axelrod will show how working with federal and state officials is boosting a police department that was strongly criticized for years.
Plus, Anthony Mason talks with Stranger Things star David Harbour. Millions of fans have been waiting for this season's big finale. He tells us why viewers love his character and how a serious setback at the start of his career made him a better actor.
I love that show. Love him. Yeah. Can't wait to see that. Right now, we want to get straight to July 4th travel and the trouble that millions of Americans can expect this weekend. AAA predicts around 48 million people will travel for this holiday. That's just 1 million shy of pre-pandemic levels. Now, that spike in demand seems to be overwhelming the airlines and the airports. More than 20,000 flights, 20,000 have been delayed this week alone. That's a lot of people stranded and a little irritated. At the same time, gas prices are still close to record highs, averaging just under $5 a gallon. Errol Barnett is standing above Interstate 395. Yep, he's on an overpass in downtown Washington. Errol, see, Ed?
Sorry about that, Errol.
See? Errol, I know who you are. Errol, it's really good to see you. How's it looking there?
Hey, look, Ed O'Keefe is not a bad person to be mistaken for. I can tell you this, Gayle, good morning to you. It is busy, busy, busy out here on the roads. Thankfully, though, you see traffic behind me is moving, but AAA estimates that in many metropolitan cities around the country, folks will be trying to get out of work early this afternoon. So you'll see peak congestion this afternoon in LA, Chicago, Seattle, and Houston. It's also the busiest day for air travel this weekend, but as we've been reporting, these flight disruptions are really frustrating passengers and pilots alike.
Welcome back to CBS Mornings. I'm Gayle King. Coming up in this hour, stock car driver Haley Deegan talks with us about racing in prime time and taking on the boys. She's not scared on the SRX circuit.
And I'm Ed O'Keefe. Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson signed a bill allowing his state to ban abortion once Roe v. Wade was overturned. He'll tell us why he thinks that was the right move.
I'm named Burleson. David Harbour, star of Stranger Things, talks with Anthony Mason about the show that made him a star. I know you're going to binge this, Gayle.
Yes, I love this show. We're not ready for it to end, but first, here's today's eye-opener at 8.
The planes are full, absolutely full.
Travelers are on the move for the 4th of July, facing major flight delays and record-high gas prices.
Typically, flying accounts for about 8 to 9% of the folks traveling. This year, it's only 7%.
Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson makes history as the first black woman on the Supreme Court after the court rules against regulation to fight climate change.
Rise up, fight back. Russian President Vladimir Putin says he'll respond in kind to NATO's military buildup near Russia's borders over the war in Ukraine.
He has all these sanctions on imports for modern technologies and things he is looking for.
In our series looking at the rise in unsolved murders, we learn how Baltimore police are now working with federal and state officials to catch killers.
It's the biggest part of the solution, cooperation, not just among law enforcement, but the community as well.
The passing shots.
And some ace performances in Wimbledon's second round. Rafael Nadal scores a dominant win.
Yeah, service game, 3 aces to slam the door.
And Coco Gauff has a strong finish.
Such good rhythm, consistency, placement, power.
One of the greatest privileges that I've ever gotten a chance to do, and I'm glad that I can keep doing it. And thank you guys again for all the support.
Coco Gauff, she's growing up right before our eyes and looking so good.
She's just scratching the surface.
Yes, she is.
She was a baby when she first started.
I remember.
Yeah.
Cheering her on always.
Nice to see, like, you know you're watching somebody who is on their way to something.
Yes.
Ascension, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, we begin this hour with the growing political and legal fallout from the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. As a result of that ruling, abortion bans are enacted, expected, or likely to be enacted in at least 20 states. In Arkansas, a trigger law immediately banned nearly all abortions. There are no exceptions for minors.
Anything else you want to say about your dad's birthday? This is funny, guys, because Ed said, do you mind if I say happy birthday to my dad a couple seconds? Then he had a whole pre-produced piece.
Yeah, the whole segment.
Pictures, graphics, Ed when he was younger.
Shout out to Jim.
Happy birthday. We'll see you Monday morning on CBS.
My body, my choice. Hell no, we don't need Roe.
Fallout from the court's decision ruling that abortion is no longer a constitutional right in this country.
Divisions on full display across the country.
Women in at least 8 states can no longer get a legal abortion.
We are only at the beginning of this terrible travesty that this court has inflicted on us.
Explosive testimony to the January 6th Select Committee.
Mr. Trump then used his free hand to lunge towards Bobby Engel.
President Trump knew that this was going to be a violent day.
Trump slammed the testimony, calling Hutchinson a phony.
CBS News has John Hinckley Jr.'s first ever TV interview.
Would you like them to consider forgiving you?
Yes. They probably can't, but I wish they would.
We all know people who have had to make decisions between their rent, they've had to ration their medication, and that's just wrong. To change those power dynamics, you have to work outside the system. And that's why cost plus drugs, see how I got it right back there?
Yeah.
Free Mom Hugs has become a nationwide movement.
I needed someone who shared my faith to tell me it's okay to search the matter out.
This makes me cry.
Happy Pride. I never thought this kid from Louisiana would be able to say that on national television.
Yeah. That kid from Louisiana is doing A-OK. Very comfortable in the water there, Miss Keanu.
Love the water.
Fish.
Love those manatees.
I don't appreciate you still in the shine of best hair of the day. 'Cause I'm supposed to have that title.
It's just the three of us.
Sorry, Vlad. Wah, wah.
Would you run in 2024?
Well, what I'm doing is consistent with that. I haven't made a commitment to it.
We had a bit of an internal discussion this morning, guys, about whether or not it was too racy.
It's racy, but I think we should show it. It's
I was looking at the horse. I wasn't.
Well, that makes
Eyes down, Mr. Burleson. Eyes down.
Oh, is that Beyonce on that?
I ain't see nothing. I ain't see nothing, honey.
The hot dog is not a sandwich. Thank you.
But if it's torn into 2 pieces of bread, it is.
Sir, Tony,
I don't think we have time to get into it.
Okay.
You'd never order half a hot dog with a cup of soup. That's the difference.
I'm going to continue to argue this one. Fake internet judge Johnny Hodgman, thank you very much.
Thank you.
For your honor.
I'm curious about who wrote this line. Do you know which one I'm going to read?
I'm ready.
Felt his naked white skin as it slid against her dark, moist body. Both luminous in the afternoon sun, she could feel the weight of him on top of her, lying heavy on her heart. Was that you, Hillary Rodham Clinton?
It's a beautiful night.
That's a very long kiss, isn't it?
He waited a long time to find his love.
But it just shows you can find love at any age, so I say keep hope alive.
Are you talking to yourself? What are you saying?
I was going to say, like, you take that, Nate. You take that one.
Speaking for a friend.
Speaking for a friend.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope it's not going to be 95. I won't say that.
You are a catch. And all of your work family, we got to vet it out first.
Yes, yes, yes.
Anybody.
All right.
I'm not playing no games.
All right. All right.